Getting a job as a fresher is not easy, but it's not impossible. I got mine even before graduating, and I did that in 8 months of time span. Well, it wasn't easy, but here's a step-by-step guide which you can follow and you can achieve the same results. Towards the end of the video, I'm also talking about the mistakes which I made which you can avoid to even reduce the time from 8 months to maybe 6 months or even less. So stay tuned and watch the complete video. If you want, you can feel free to skip through the parts which I have linked down the timestamps in the description, but I would highly recommend you sit down and watch the complete video.
Hello friends, if you're new here, I'm TJ, a full-time data analyst living in Ireland and a part-time YouTuber. Let's get started.
You only need to focus on 5 things: resume, LinkedIn profile, portfolio, cover letters, and your skill. Resume. It's no-brainer that everyone talks about how to make a proper resume, how to build a good profile, but many of them are not talking about is, as a fresher, I don't have a company experience. How am I gonna build that resume which gets me into the company and scans through the ATS system, ATS which they use as a AI tool to skim through the resumes and quickly scan them. So in order to do that, what you can do is on the top you can have the name, email address, and your contact details. Keep it short and sweet. Second, you will add education first because you don't have the experience. If you have an internship experience, that's fine. You can add the experience above and then education, but in most cases, because we are a fresher, we will add the education first. And where we are adding the education, we can add, say, top 3 subjects. For example, you're applying for a software developer role, then you can say I learned Python, and then in Python I made this mini project during my course. And also, don't forget to mention the grade which you receive, CGPA or the GPA, whatever system you are following at your university. Use that and highlight your score. That's important because we are doing it as a fresher. So you can have that here. I will also create a video which you can see in the description. Probably it will be out by then, how to create an effective resume, and you can build one alongside with me watching the video. Second is your LinkedIn profile. It's hands down, I think 60% of people who are on LinkedIn don't have a LinkedIn profile picture. For example, you are texting me and there's no LinkedIn profile. I would probably think that it is a spam account or someone who is least interested in getting a job. Let's be honest. For example, take Instagram as an example. If someone with no DP texts you, "Hi," would you be interested in replying back? No, right? Get a DP, get a good about us. It could be your skill set. If you are a graphic designer, then you can say I am good at Photoshop, or if you are a good video editor, you can say I am good at Final Cut Pro, or you're good with Premiere Pro. Just add something in the about us. It will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes of your time, but it will improve your profile. Pro tip here: why do you need a LinkedIn profile? Because referrals is the main thing. You want to text someone who is working at the company already. Maybe one of your senior would be working there. There is an option, say if you search a company, say Google, then you can see who are working there, and you can see if it's your first connection, second connection, third connection, and then you can just connect with them saying, so for example, "Hey Tanmay, I found your profile that you're working in this company and I am your junior doing the same course, and that's my resume. Could you spend a couple of minutes scanning through the resume? Can you recommend my profile for this role?" It is highly likely, if your profile is strong, they will do it because they get a commission out of it from the companies, because companies have this policy of references. So that's why you need a good LinkedIn profile. Third is having some sort of portfolio website. Say you are a graphic designer or a video editor, have it in a Google Drive. Keep that drive link in your resume somewhere so that the person can click the link and see how your work is actually. Because we don't have the actual experience, but we can build our own projects and then showcase that as an experience. For example, for the software developers, you can have your GitHub profile where the people can see how many times you have been committed or contributed to the community. Do your own projects. There are tons of videos on YouTube which you can do follow along and then do that as a beginner project. Then you can start building something on your own, or just optimize or add 1 or 2 more features in the same application which you have built while following along. Again, if you want, there's a link in the description. That is a Discord link, and I'm trying to build a community where everyone would be together and I would be helping you as much as I can. So you can just DM me. So feel free to join that Discord server. I will be linking that in the description. Fourth is cover letters. I can't stop talking about it because even I was making the same mistake. I was sending my resumes without attaching a cover letter. The thing is that it gives a very bad impression to the recruiter. It says that, well, this guy has sent me a resume, but the cover letter section often optional. It makes an impression that he even didn't bother to fill that cover letter. I think he is least interested in the role. When I was talking to one of the HRs, they said that's the thinking. That makes sense. So I started attaching cover letters, and at least with that I got more interviews. So do attach a cover letter. And even if you are emailing someone, don't just say, hey, we had this conversation and here's my resume. Mention that, hey, we had this conversation, my highlights are I did this project, I'm good at this, and here's my resume for more details. It shows that you are really interested in the company role. You're putting efforts so that it makes their job easy to scrutinize through your profile. Fifth is building your own skill set. So as a fresher, we don't have much skills straight out from the university, neither we are expected to have them. But today's world is little bit competitive. You have to stand out from the crowds. You know basics of Python, maybe take DSA course, object oriented programming course. Build a web development application using Flask or Django framework in Python. Don't stop at the basics, take it to the next level and keep updating in your resume in your project section. Again, the link is in the description. Join the community where I do few workshops where I will be taking one project and will be doing that, so you can follow along. That's a very far-fetched goal, so if you are interested, join the Discord community and we'll take it from there. Before we dive into mistakes, comment down which profession are you in. Are you a graphic designer, are you a web developer, or a software engineer, or a data analyst? Whatever it is, let me know in the comment section and we'll connect. There are two things which you need to focus on. First is make sure that your resume is not an image, it's a text which is created using MS Word, because when I was scanning my resume through the ATS system, it was an image developed in Canva and then I imported it as a PDF, but when I uploaded it into the ATS, it didn't recognize my resume. It said it is some sort of error. So maybe it was because I'm editing in image editor software, say Photoshop or Canva, and that's why. So I'm not sure how reliable it is, but you don't want to miss any chance of getting stuck in that. So it's better use Word, and it is fairly easy to use MS Word. Second mistake I made was not keeping a track of the applications, and because of that, I usually forgot to follow up with the application which I made last month, or where some HR said that he or she will get back to me, but I forgot to follow up and even they didn't follow up. That's why having a tracker system is very important. I had my Excel sheet. It's very easy. You can have one column as a company name, you can have role applied for, and the status. If it is applied, you have to apply, or rejected, accepted, so you can have all those status on the other column. And that's it. It's very easy. These are the two mistakes which you can avoid. Hopefully you'll get that dream job. All the best for your placements. Thanks for watching.